Hey guys, Sports BK Force. Welcome to our daily recap of the scalp trades in the BK chat room. Only one trade today, but I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the positional trades we had today because it was sort of a very interesting circle of events that we had happen. I kind of wanted to run that by you. So last night I went short euro dollar, basically on the assumption that dollar turkey was really going to pressure the market. I had very, very strong confidence dollar turkey was going to go down to 7. That's obviously going to pressure euro. The problem with that idea was that my execution was just kind of very poor. Original idea was I was going to wait till about 1900 hours New York, which is about 7 o'clock in the evening, New York, about 7 in the morning Tokyo, when liquidity kind of comes back. We opened up. The reason why I wanted to wait was just basically for liquidity to come back. But the other reason, which was kind of stupid, was the market opened gap down. And usually Sunday night markets in FX almost always retrace the gap. However, and this is the problem with always trading with howevers, when you have a big enough event and you have the threat of a runaway gap, you sometimes never get the gap filled. My gamble at the time was, you know what, I'm gonna go in here at around 6 o'clock in the evening, because I was too worried about the idea that we're going to have a runaway gap. That this was really going to be a very, very serious risk-off beginning of the week. Turkey was really going to get pressured, and so on and so forth. So I didn't execute the trade as well as I should have. I should have executed the trade at the 1400 level. I executed around 1382, right? Now here's where it gets interesting. So the thing is that Turkey does go to 7, but we just get very mild forays in euro dollar. We can't get past. I'm really looking for the pair to test at 1350, and we make a pull here, push here, but not any kind of a strong push here, right? 1 o'clock in the morning, we get a secondary push to 65, come back up, and then come back, test it again. Now here's where it gets interesting. At around, I come back. I think I did CNBC. I come back. This is where it gets interesting, right? I come back. And I noticed that dollar turkey goes to 7. And euro dollar just not even making fresh lows. It just can't make fresh lows. And I say to myself, you know what? The one thing that I always respect is if your thesis is one way and the price action is the other way, go with the price action. So I literally get out at my entry point, which turned out to be really smart move, because right after that, rumors start spreading the market that they're going to release the pastor out of Turkey. That's positive risk. The thing goes way up against me, goes 50 points against me, comes back down again, but nowhere into my entry zone. And now, as we essentially end up the day here, we're back up at around 14.15. So overall, basically, was an excellent exit play, even though it wasn't a great entry play. And sometimes you can take one, take the other, but I basically just decided to make the move this way. So overall, that was a scratch trade. That was in a way a win because I didn't lose any money on the trade. The only other trade that we did today was the dollar yen trade. I believe it was like, I think it was right over here. No, sorry, it was a euro dollar trade. I already lost my track. So when the euro dollar goes positive, this is the other interesting thing. So the news now gets positive New York session, right? And then it just sets up a perfect BK scalp type of a structure. So we get one lower high here, secondary lower high here. I think I came in over here. No, I came in over here, right? Made the first high, secondary high, and then boom, TP'd out at +8 with a very, very smooth trade. This is the only trade I did today. There was a couple of more extensions until about 10 o'clock. And this is where it gets interesting. I never trade continuation trades past 10 o'clock, and here's why. Sometimes you do get continuation trades, but very often you're basically at the mercy of buying the top or buying the bottom. So you had a higher low construct over here that basically materialized itself at the end of New York morning, and it just trapped you into a losing trade. Same kind of a thing with the pound. As you can see around 10 o'clock in the morning, had you gone for this trade, you would have gotten stuffed, right? And actually the same thing also in dollar yen, where the 10 o'clock timeline, the sort of the twilight hour, the best kind of a classic structure of the BK scalp trade is New York morning open. We get the moving averages one above the other, and we get the higher lows one after the other around 8, 9 o'clock. That's a perfect spring load to to a good trade. I was just away from the desk to take advantage of this one. I could have taken advantage of this one as well. So bottom line, not perfect execution, but good exits. That saved me a lot today. That was the BK Scalp session. Let me just show you the final tally. So here is my exit that is essentially for scratch, as you can see on the swing trade, because then I say to everybody, I'm out of euro dollar on even money because dollar turkey above 7 and we're not reacting. This was excellent trust of price action versus your thesis. And then, of course, here's the regular trade. Nice clean 8 pips for the day. So not bad for government work. Wish you guys the best luck, the best of everything. Boris Schlossberg, over and out.